Good evening, you're watching To The Point. I'm Preeti Chaudhary. Now, as we run up to the Uttar Pradesh election, there's a big political slugfest. The BJP has attacked the Samajwadi Party of fielding only criminals. The Samajwadi Party has hit back and said, you too. The fine print, viewers, lies in the fact that as per the Election Commission, each political party has to declare if there are any pending criminal cases against any candidates. With regard to it, the Samajwadi Party till now has declared 20 candidates with criminal antecedents. The BJP till now has declared 37 candidates with criminal precedents, which prompts us to ask on To The Point, can any political party take the high moral ground when it comes to fielding criminals? The tectonic Uttar Pradesh election has a new poll plank. The charge by the Yogi government made on its primary rival Samajwadi Party, that the party is of rioters, anarchists and criminals, that the candidate list might be new but the candidates remain the same.
समाजवादी पार्टी गठबंधन की जो सूची आई है, उस सूची को भी सबने देखा है। कैराना में हिंदू व्यापारियों के पलायन के लिए जिम्मेदार लोगों को टिकट देना, मुजफ्फरनगर के दंगाइयों को टिकट देना, इस समाजवादी पार्टी और गठबंधन के चरित्र को उजागर कर देता है।
Law and order is a poll issue that has found resonance with the UP voter. With the prior Samajwadi Party image of deteriorating law and order during its term, the BJP is on the offensive, attacking Akhilesh on serving old wine in a new bottle. Some of the controversial Samajwadi Party faces: Nahid Hasan, the alleged orchestrator of the Hindu exodus in Kairana, is now the Samajwadi's face from there. Azam Khan, the Samajwadi has fielded the jailed leader who has 100 criminal cases against him. Adil Chaudhary, fielded by Samajwadi Party from Meerut South, accused of making communally charged statements.
अखिलेश जी का बस चलता तो याकूब मेमन को भी नाहिद हसन के साथ चुनावी मैदान पे उतारते। शुक्र है कसाब को फांसी हो चुका है, वरना जिन्ना को तो उतारे ही थे। शारीरिक रूप से कसाब को भी स्टार प्रचारक के रूप में उत्तर प्रदेश में उतारने से झिझकते नहीं अखिलेश जी।
Both the BJP and the Samajwadi Party slammed each other, one on politics of criminals, the other on divisive politics.
ये वही सपा है जिससे जनता खपा थी, आज भी जनता खपा है। यह इनका लक्ष्य केवल गुंडे, अपराधी, माफिया, दंगाई, भ्रष्टाचारी का एक गैंग तैयार करके रखा है। जो कोई जेल में होता है, कोई बेल में होता है, उसको यह अपनी पार्टी का प्रत्याशी बना करके जनता के सामने भेज करके एक तरह से यूपी की जनता को धमकाने का काम कर रहे हैं।
भारतीय जनता पार्टी को 3 ही कैंडिडेट दिख रहे हैं, और जबकि कितनी बड़ी सूची समाजवादी पार्टी ने जारी की है। बंटवारे की बात, नफरत की बात, इसके अलावा कुछ नहीं, क्योंकि इनके पास अपना कोई काम गिनाने को नहीं है।
However, if one looks into the fine print released by these political parties themselves, it is easy to see that no political party can take the high moral ground here. Acting on the EC's new directive, the BJP and the Samajwadi Party declared its list of criminal cases against their own candidates. While the Samajwadi Party has listed the criminal cases pending against 20 of its candidates, the BJP, on the other hand, till now has listed criminal cases of its 37 candidates, including Deputy Chief Minister Keshav Prasad Maurya, who has 4 criminal cases pending against his name. Giving credence to the old stereotype, crime and politics in India are so intertwined that a clean politician is an oxymoron. And the collateral in this, the voter. Bureau Report, India Today. So is one political party cleaner than the other? Are all equally guilty of tarnishing democracy? Let's cut across to our big BJP versus Samajwadi Party face-off. I have with me Ghanshyam Tiwari, Samajwadi Party spokesperson. I'll be joined in just about a minute with Shazia Ilmi, Bharatiya Janata Party spokesperson. Ghanshyam Tiwari, let's go with what the Samajwadi Party is saying, that the BJP in itself has fielded candidates with criminal antecedents. But, you know, if there is one case against them, there are 100 cases against the likes of Azam Khan.
Good evening, Preeti, to you, the viewers, and the fellow co-panelists who would join. To start with, I would like to correct your program introduction. The BJP released with big glory in a chor machaye shor mode the list of candidates categorized as candidates with criminal charges. It's there on their website, and there are nearly 80 such candidates in their list, 40%. It's a case of Baba and Chalis Chor, and this is the reason, because they wanted the entire focus to be on Samajwadi Party, while they were declaring 40% of their candidates with criminal charges, that they were creating a show out of nothing. As far as Azam Khan is concerned, he built university. What did Adityanath do? The charges against Adityanath, people like him built Hinsa violence.
May I come in? You know, we don't have the BJP spokesperson here. She's going to be joining us in a short while. But if Azam Khan has built a university, does it take away the 100 cases against him?
Cases are motivated by politics. I'm not saying this as an excuse. I think what is important is that media, independent platforms, and for example, ADR is an independent platform, showcases every candidate from any party who is winnable and has serious charges of any kind of crime. But when that happens, the BJP's game is exposed. Because they will not, people who are making, who are the people who are making noises? Adityanath, what is his track record? The Caravan magazine, Reign of Terror, speaks about how on January 27, 2007, at Gorakhpur station, he said that हम प्रशासन से एक के बजाय 10 की हत्या करवाएंगे, FIR नहीं करवाएंगे. Keshav Prasad Maurya, cases such as 302. How many ministers are there in the current BJP cabinet who have either 302, which is murder, or attempt to murder? And then you have Teni. So I think that I'm not shying away from any media commentary as well as criticism on any Samajwadi Party candidate. But when we look at this in comparison with the current government, which has terrorized people, which has put cases on people just to make a political statement.
You know, we are waiting for the, any minute I believe we're going to have the BJP spokesperson, but you know, you talk about you're not comparing it, but you are comparing it, Ghanshyam Tiwari. Are you actually telling me that the BJP has more cases against the likes, again I will name Azam Khan, 100 cases? You're saying they're all politically motivated. The BJP can say the same thing with the charges that you're making. On the other hand, Kairana, a man who is allegedly accused of orchestrating the exodus, has been given the ticket there.
Well, I quote from the ADR report in 2017 against Keshav Prasad Maurya, the Deputy Chief Minister. Total cases 11, serious IPC cases 15, other IPC cases 38. Compare it with Nahid Hasan. Or Nand Gopal Nandi from Allahabad, total cases 7, serious IPC cases 13, other IPC 9. Or just their own list. All I'm saying is, I'm not going to hide as a spokesperson. I'm not going to hide among this flimsy argument that all cases are politically motivated. I want independent civil society to look at these cases. But I am saying that when BJP has been speaking on this issue,
so it was a case of the argument lies in we are dirty, we have fielded criminals, but so have you. Let me cut across now. Okay, Shahjah.
I'm saying one final thing. I'm saying when BJP was making a noise around this, they were doing it to distract people from the fact that they were going to field 40% candidates with criminal charges.
Okay, Ghanshyam Tiwari, do stay with me. I want to cut across to Shahjah Ilmi. Shahjah Ilmi, well and good to attack the BJP on fielding criminal antecedents in terms of their candidate. But I'm looking at the list of the candidates where the EC has mandated that each party put down their criminal pending cases. You have 37 criminal pending cases in terms of 37
78.
Candidates. Well, till now the list that has been official is 37.
No, it's there on their website.
With 20 of the Samajwadi Party. So nobody can really take the high moral ground, Shahzia.
No, you know something, when I was part of the Anna Hazare movement, much before it became a party, there was a criminal case against me also. So there are all cases. But you see the cases that we're talking about are of Gangster Act. We are talking about when you compare a Sangeet Som who was accused of a hate speech, we are comparing an Abdullah Azam or a Azam Khan known for not just, I mean, if you look at the charges against them, they are for usurping of land, they are for, 420. If you look at Nahid Hasan, They're very serious charges, right from beating up the journalists to taking law and order in his own hands, to attacking the law and order machinery, to hitting the district magistrate and SDM. And they are very serious charges. So you can't compare the two. That's one. So it's what kind of charges and also convictions. These are people who've been in the jail and are still in the jail. In fact, Abdullah Azam is just coming out of the jail and one is still in the jail. So while you talk about others who have cases pending against them, here are people, two of them are in the jail itself. So one is that people are on bail. Has Sonia Gandhi is also, and many others are.
Murder.
So, but that is one thing, that they are on bail or they have been convicted or cases are going on. But look at the kind of charges we're talking about here.
But
that's one thing.
The
second thing, when Akhilesh Yadav says something like, the real enemy of India is not Pakistan. What is he trying to say?
Okay.
When he says Jinnah is
but
the real Jinnah is a freedom fighter.
You mentioned cases, you mentioned charges.
The worst kind of polarization.
Okay,
there is something happening here.
If you can hear me, you mentioned charges.
I hear you, but I wanted to finish saying what I wanted to say.
I'll come back to you and you can finish that also. You mentioned charges where the deputy CM of UP is concerned. Keshav Prasad Maurya has a charge of 302 murder.
Yes, but here these people have served in the jail. They're the charges. That's what I'm trying to tell you, Preeti. Obviously, you have a problem with comprehension. That here are these people, not just they don't have just charges. They've been convicted of the same. They are spending time in jail. So if you only let me speak and comprehend what I'm saying, then you will understand. Then you will know what question to ask. So these people are serving in the jail. That's one thing I'm saying. And the second thing I'm saying is that while all Sapa has to do, and Akhilesh, from morning to the night, they go on about, how BJP is attempting polarization. You please see that the choice of Nahid Hasan, the man associated with the Muslims migration and the migration of Hindu families in a dominant Muslim area, where this happens, is being used again and again, who is known to take law and order in his own name. Akhilesh Yadav has been found to say that Pakistan is the real enemy, is not the real enemy. And Jinnah is a freedom fighter, for which he has not apologized. So who is trying to polarize? We know what Azam Khan has said. And talking about Muslims, all the charges brought against Azam Khan, where he usurped the wealth of the Waqf board, were made by the poor Muslim people and the poor and really the poor Muslim families. So it's not even against it's not even against the Hindus, but against poor Muslims. So I don't know what kind of politics is this. So it is not even a Hindu-Muslim matter, but just encouraging Mafia Raj once again, which we managed to get rid of with great difficulty.
Okay, Shazia Ilmi,
it's just Gunda Raj.
I have no comprehension issues, but that's fine. You can choose to go whichever line you want to. When you talk about in jail, 49 days is what the deputy CM of UP spent in jail. So the comprehension doesn't quite lie with me. I want to cut across now.
No, you do have a problem with comprehension,
Madam,
I've noticed many a times.
Madam, that's, you want to, digress, derail the debate. I'm not going to allow you to do that. But I will tell you, you talked about conviction and charges. 49 days is what the deputy CM has spent in jail. But I want to cut across to Ghanshyam Tiwari. Ghanshyam Tiwari, you talk about political motivation of cases. Let me give you the example of Azam Khan. Am I incorrect when I say the people in the village have filed cases against him, which is the voter saying he usurped their land? Correct me if I'm wrong. I can take you through the case list one by one.
Well, 2 points very quickly. One is that I welcome, as I said, I welcome any media expose on any candidate of Samajwadi Party. And if we look at BJP commentary with respect to Azam Khan ji, they have made him a symbol of their politics. And as a result, I say these are politically motivated. The cases are pending. He's a sitting member of parliament. He's been a minister and he has built a university. These are facts. As far as just one example, in this particular case at least, the facts are far more powerful than any kind of logic and any kind of charge that Shazia ji or I can put against anyone who's raising a question. For example, Shazia ji mentioned about Sangeet Singh Som, and she said how 420 is a great case. Sangeet Som has a 420 case for 153A, 120B. There are cases from 2010. Samajwadi Party was not in power in 2010, 2017, 2010. So I think that it is very important for the electoral process in this country that a very fair expose is made to on these candidates. The chor machaye shore of Bharatiya Janata Party, and I corrected you on one point. The up.bjp.org lists nearly 80 candidates that they have of their 192. That is what I'm talking about, 40% that they have listed that have criminal charges. They were making all this
I am quoting the figures right now that have been released by the EC. So I'm quoting figures which are right now on the EC's website. We followed that.
Sure.
So maybe the BJP unit has it, but these are the figures I'm quoting. By that parameter, I'm sure you'll have more than 20 cases as well. So let's stick to what is right now in the public domain. Go ahead.
No, BJP website is also, but I take your point. I'm just saying that there's an alternate source at BJP's website. So details will be picked up by EC. That is how the process is. As far as we are concerned, we are clear that party led by Adityanath, led by Keshav Prasad Maurya, having 40% candidates with criminal charges, having 45% of their cabinet ministers, sitting cabinet ministers with criminal charges, cannot make crime their primary focus. They are not trying to make crime their primary focus. They are trying to make polarization their primary focus. And that is where they are failing the people, because the people are not looking at their agenda to polarize. People are looking at where are the jobs, where is the, what are you doing with respect to price rise. Right. So there are multiple narratives playing simultaneously.
You know, it's like the pot calling the kettle black is what Ghanshyam Tiwari is saying. Go ahead.
No, Preeti, I would just like to tell my friend Ghanshyam ji that you know, here we're talking about inviting people straight from the jail into the electoral arena straight away. And this is Azam Khan, who is known not just for hate speech, but, you know, is saying Bharat Mata to ek Dayan ki tarah hai. He has made such inflammatory speeches, whether it comes to, you know, any Hindu-Muslim unity, and the very fact that person accused in Kairana, and it's very shameful because the entire argument made against us by the so-called secular parties is about the majoritarianism against minoritism. And here, when it's the other way around, where the majority, the community at large or in majority is that of one which is unfair to the other, because of which people are actually migrating, and the person accused of the same, for which he has actually gone to the jail, and there are serious charges. You hurt the memories and sentiments of the people by bringing him back and say the other party is doing polarization. I just think we should all be decent to each other, at least when it comes to hurting the sentiments of the people, and just do good by them, no matter which religion and which caste they come from. And yes, I really do believe that I wish all the candidates had less of these charges. It's a matter of great shame. But like I said, there was a charge against me because I led a rally initially when Aam Aadmi Party was not a party, when it was just a movement, and it had no desire of becoming a party, I think, the movement itself. So there are charges, and some of them are not. But here there are people who have been convicted of the same, who are for very specific
equal numbers, madam, equal numbers on both sides.
And they have been given tickets.
Equal numbers, convicted, spend time in jail, both sides. But Ghanshyam Tiwari, I'll come to you with what Shazia Ilmi just said. The fact is, by fielding the likes of your candidate from Kairana, by fielding the likes of your candidate from Rampur, which is Azam Khan, haven't you invited this criticism?
I'm saying that I'm on record saying that I welcome this criticism as long as it is coming on the basis of facts. If it is coming with a political narrative, then people question that for 4.5 years, they have seen this political narrative of love jihad, polarization, Hindu-Muslim, Shamshan Kabristan, and what has that led Uttar Pradesh to? If you just Google the word lathi charge, you will see that every 3 months, the youth are lathi charged in Uttar Pradesh by this government. If you Google the word terrorized by police, you will see how the judicial killings and custodial killings by police has become a state arm.
I'm going to go for 10 seconds to... I want to bring in Shazia Ilmi again. Shazia Ilmi, do you at least agree that it is not just the Samajwadi Party? On paper, you have more.
Preeti, I'm from UP itself, and, you know, I feel there has... under SP, I mean, I must say that SP is known for its... for its absolute laxity to where law and order is concerned. BJP has done a great job, and I say it objectively. I think BSP also earlier had done a good job when it came to controlling criminals, and people do remember. If you ask on the streets, they will tell you that.
All
And
right.
when it comes to like Gangster Act and overall Gundagardi, there is some proclivity and some nexus
right,
between
okay.
Samajwadi Party and land mafia
Okay.
or sand mafia. And I think Akhilesh Yadav could have been more careful in choosing his candidates.
All right. With that, I'm going to bow out of this debate. I appreciate both of you for joining us. The fact is, law and order has got resonance where the voter of Uttar Pradesh is concerned. Which way will the voter of Uttar Pradesh goes? You know, it'll be decided when that last vote is counted. But food for thought. Is any party the richer here? Can any party take the high moral ground? If you just look at cold figures and not politics, no. The BJP, the Samajwadi Party, in bed together when it comes to fielding candidates with criminal antecedents. A quick break. Up next is Rahul Kamal.